Okay, off and running. Let's go ahead and pull cards and see what they have to say. So the reading is about Four of Wands, the White House. The White House. Now this could also be just also Netanyahu, or the head of the government. But let's see where it goes. But so far, first thing out is about the White House. So the energy coming into it is, emotional, ruled by the emotions, okay? So Trump is just flailing. So let's see what's above it. Trying to blocking, mentally blocking. The foundation is judgment. So he's getting judgment from all areas. Judgment by MAGA, judgment about his Iran stuff, judgment about Epstein files, judgment about those he has surrounding him, Hog's Breath and all of the rest of them. So right now, of course he's trying to block this. And just putting out whatever he can put out to try to skew things, try to get the attention somewhere else. Maybe he can get the attention on Melania, so he sends her out. So let's see what else we have. So what's going on today? Let's look and see what it says. Hangman, he's upside down, okay? People maybe are starting to see from a different viewpoint when it comes to things. He's overturned. The challenge is, stress, Seven of Wands. Now, in this deck, he's just out there walking the path by himself. In other decks, this is the one where they're pushed to the edge and they're coming. Well, he looks like, he's going to do his own thing. He continues to go forward. He's being overturned. And it just, So let's see what we have above it. Above it, something new, concrete, the ground of what's taking place with the foundation of the Knight of Wands. So charging forward, action being taken, something new, concrete, feeling like he's being overturned, and his out there walking it by himself. It feels like maybe he's feeling more isolated, okay? Because maybe some of his yes men around him are trying to get him to do something different, and he can't take any kind of confrontation or anything. Nobody can tell him anything. So let's see, potential outcome. Ooh, Six of Swords. Now this is wanting to get to a better place, but that boat doesn't look like it's going anywhere. And we've got the flowers blooming in there. So the seeds you've planted are now blooming. Okay? It's all coming back. And all this information is coming out. And in this deck, you don't see anybody in that boat. Okay? It's not going anywhere. Okay, so outside influence is, Ten of Swords. Again, things are flowering. He's kind of, you can see this person kind of hidden here, but it's all coming out, all coming down. The seeds you planted are eventually going to blossom. So above it, tempering, wanting to temper things, with the foundation of the Knight of Cups, what's being presented. So we have judgment. The foundation of this is judgment. The Knight is moving forward with actions and what's being presented. So again, above it, he's trying to block it with what new is going to come out, something new, concrete, and tempering. So he's trying to create some distraction from the White House. He's all up in his emotions with the drama and stuff, feeling like things are being overturned today. And the challenge is he's walking this path by himself. He's out there feeling isolated because I think he's just losing all the yes men because it's coming down on them now as well, with potential outcome when it comes to moving it to a better place. Unfortunately for him, the swords are coming down and too much is coming out. So let's see what's driving the reading. It's wanting a victory. The Six of Wands, the card of energetic victory, but the victory is what? His insanity. Okay? So it's not a good victory. The mental illness is taking over. His delusion is getting worse because right under that we have the card of Trump. Okay? So his delusion and fantasy is paramount now when it comes to Trump. Yeah, mentally receding. Okay? The Four of Swords, mentally receding, and following it is the Nightmare, the card of nightmares, surrounded by all this stuff. It's not going away. Okay, so he's receding into this mental space that is not good. Something new is coming out, new information, new mentality, and it's painful. Mentally, physically painful. When it comes to his abuse of power, okay, this attempting to control and abuse of power, the Seven of Swords, what he's trying to get away with, but there is new action when it comes to the world stage, what's being built and constructed, when it comes to his dark elements, the devil, okay, his dark deeds, when it comes to the manipulation, the magician, the manipulation, he is facing endless loss. Okay. Facing loss, Five of Cups. When it comes to his ability to control, when it comes to what they've kept hidden, High Priestess, when it comes to the choices he's made in life. Okay? So, trying to figure out the next move, the Two of Wands, there is an agreement. Now, I don't know whether this is about those surrounding him and his positions of power or whether this has to do with the actual Pope that he's threatened, okay? With his craziness, the lies, the spin, the page, what he's trying to feed people, messages. When it comes to those surrounding him, the Lovers, the light is being shed with a message of an action of more arguments going on, okay? So we can see where this is going. Trump is steadily, the mind is going downhill. He's going into more fantasy, into more, that's the dementia is taking over. He's becoming even more erratic, more unstable. Those surrounding him are having more and more arguments, drama going on. Okay, the world stage is done with his dark deceptions and his manipulations. So, that's what the cards are telling us is going on today. He is surrounded and he's feeling more and more isolated. Okay, because those that were his biggest championers are now turning against him. Alex Jones, Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, so many of them that were his biggest champions are now turning against him. And so all of them now have low IQ, all of them, he's lashing out at everybody. I mean, I'm sure that people there don't even want to look in his direction, don't want to be anywhere near him if they can get away from being away from him, because he is just mentally unstable and just lashing out at everything. So, yeah, I just feel like his blood pressure is just skyrocketing. He's not able to follow things. When people are trying to talk to him, I feel like he's not able to follow things anymore. He hears something and he goes off on a tangent in another direction. And this paranoia, things are happening, that type of thing. Everybody's against him unless they're absolutely, blowing smoke up his behind at every second, then they're against him, and he just sees them all back there with the dagger, and I mean, he has totally lost it. He blames everybody for the Iran thing, except for those that need to be accountable for it. And he's trying to create some type of a distraction from what's going on with the Iran stuff. And the fact that the gas prices are continuing to rise, the fact that the Strait of Hormuz is closed again, the fact that he got played by Iran, that they really have dominated him with this, and that Netanyahu is going to continue to bomb, going to continue to do the strikes. And he was too stupid to see, okay, really. So yeah, on that note, I'll leave that here. But Melania is being put out there to be a big distraction, okay? And trying to get ahead of this thing before she gets deposed by the writer, because she brought this lawsuit. So he's got every right to have her deposed. And so she is trying to get ahead of that as well as cause a big distraction for the Iran, and the fact that her husband is stone cold crazy and going further down the rabbit hole of dementia. Now, I guess that Ivanka was there and she took off as well, but she was in D.C. for a while and she took off. Okay. So, I mean, it's hitting the fan. And the blowback is just foul. Okay. I mean, it's foul. The stench of Trump. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.